Just use Stephen King titles for each of us.
Hello and welcome to the WIP, the What If podcast that's a work in progress. I'm your host, the Slim James, joined by my man, Thinner, the franchise, Tommy Knockers himself, Andrew the Giant.
That's appropriate.
And of course, like, what's that date one? 1962?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Nope.
63.
Yeah.
When Kennedy died.
Yeah. That guy, that date, Beezy. Take it easy.
63, baby.
Take it easy.
That's me all the way.
Knocking those Tommies.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little comic, TV, movie stuff first. Daredevil, we're on the precipice, the very edge of Daredevil on Netflix. Oh my God, it's
Friday.
Gonna be,
Drops Friday.
I'm excited.
I think.
The whole season?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Friday? It looks really good, and I've seen reviews.
I've always liked
the reviews
Daredevil.
look good.
Go, Jim.
right. DC TV stuff.
Boo.
Hot Girl.
Boo.
Yeah.
That
They're doing a
sounds
an Arrow Flash spinoff, which Hot Girl will be in. Hot Girl.
Brave and the Bold.
Hot
Is that
Girl.
what it's called?
That
Or
Is that what it's
That
called?
doesn't
No,
even
but it should
flow
be.
well. Hawk Girl.
Hawk
Does
Girl.
not even flow well at all.
if you pronounce it correctly, Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl.
Fucking
I
Louie.
don't think they need another one right now.
No, they don't.
They're also developing a Supergirl show and a Teen Titans show, all live action stuff, and then this other spin-off,
Okay.
and then Gotham also.
And then a Mr. Freeze,
Totally,
Captain
dude.
Cold team up.
It seems like
I see
I prefer the DC shows over the Marvel shows, but the Marvel movies are far superior to the DC movies. So, like, Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are on the bottom of my list, with Flash, Arrow, and Gotham on the top for sure.
See, now the thing is that to me DC is a non-factor because I don't care about any of the characters, so I just don't watch them.
Bingo.
Flash is really good. Flash and
Really
Arrow
good.
are very good.
See, I got tired of Arrow, man. I tried
Grodd is on Flash.
Oh my God, Gorillas!
Reverse Flash is there. Fucking Grodd?
I mean, it does sound
Come
like
on.
they're putting guys on the Flash show, which is
Grodd. Come on.
it. Maybe
Which
just for
Grodd? Gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Is he really Gorilla?
Yes.
Like, they're not doing it stupid just because it's on the TV.
It's
and
fucking Gorilla Grodd.
Alright.
All right.
For real.
Or like, oh, this is
They've got Captain
Gorilla.
Cold
I'm doing
and
air
Heatwave
quotes you can't see,
and
but
Atom.
Gorilla.
Or it could be Gorilla, spelled G-U-E.
And he just attacks out of nowhere and then runs back in the
Firestorm.
jungle.
Adam,
Yeah.
Ray Parker, he's there now.
Ray
Ray
Parker
Parker.
Jr.
Yeah. What is his name?
Ray Palmer.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. played by Superman Returns as Brandon Routh.
And then there's like they cast a Killer Croc in one of the Suicide Squad, or
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
So
movie though.
they're I'm saying getting the DC
Yeah.
trifling
Trifling
bollocks out of the
They're
way.
I think they're really trying. They really are struggling to play catch up, which they should have been doing a long time ago. Marvel's really started. When did Iron Man come out? Was it 2006 or 8?
One of those. 2006.
So it's got to be earlier than that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, think about it. There's been 3 Iron Man movies, and they didn't come out one year after the other. It's
Yeah.
at least
So
a few
that's
years.
when they've been doing it. They've already gone through 3 Iron Man movies, 2 Captain Americas, 2 Thors, 2 Hulks, technically.
Yeah, because the Eric Bana one.
And DC hasn't really done much in the way of live action movies. They keep pumping out animated stuff.
Well, that's good for Netflix, but
Yeah.
what's that gonna do to me? The Angel in Apocalypse, the X-Men movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited that we get,
Yes.
because you can't have Apocalypse without Angel.
Did you see the sad preview art of Apocalypse I found?
Oh,
It's legitimately, like, very
Yeah,
sad.
but what is that for?
This was just in the previews guide. I don't know. I think this is for the new Secret Wars, but
Oh,
or
I
the
thought
Ultimate-
Hey.
it was for the movie that you were...
No.
so then I've been watching the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Much to your dismay.
Yeah.
Boo! It's the divide.
Keep up.
The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they've been hitting at the Civil War themes with the
And
list of peoples.
The fucking... And the Inhumans.
Right.
Big time. Yeah.
But they're keeping this list. The Simmons or Fitz or whatever the woman is, she's like, I don't like these superpowered entities. And they're like, you're being a bitch about this.
She really is becoming a bitch.
Who?
Fitz and or Simmons, the woman
girl.
one.
Simmons.
Yeah, I think it's Simmons.
It's yeah.
Fitz. Yeah.
Yeah, you just need
That's
to.
the girl saying that.
Yeah.
So she, by default, she must be Simmons.
Simmons. I got my brainerism.
Gemma Simmons.
Stop it. You know the thing, just calculator.
Yeah.
He's got Porky Pig syndrome.
Drowned a little bit. Right?
Yeah,
What
yeah, a little brain damage. So you can see where, like, when they first announced the Civil War movie, you're like, well, how are they going to make up this many super-powered people for them to actually have anything worth noting? Oh man, like 4 of them disagree that the government should own the Avengers, but if this whole S.H.I.E.L.D. thing is sort of laying the groundwork so that when that Civil War movie comes, you can hit the ground running.
Teragenesis thing
Inhumans.
happens. Some big Teragenesis bomb goes off or something.
Yeah,
transforms
spreads around the world and hits a bunch of
Transforms
people.
a shit ton of people into
Sega Genesis bomb.
Not mutants. You can't say that word in
Sorry.
Marvel movies.
into Inhumans.
Yeah.
Come on. Suits.
Sorry.
And then all the Deadpool stuff being poked out there. There may be hope for Deadpool yet.
Yeah, I posted some of those pictures on there.
Yeah, and there's a couple other
things. They were
things.
filming that scene that they had already put out, the test footage.
Mm-hmm.
They were filming that scene. And they had pictures from that.
Ryan Reynolds saying that it'll probably be rated R.
Yeah, but that was also out on April Fool's Day. So
was he double April Fool's-ing us?
yeah, anything you would think that if you're really trying to release legit news, don't do it on April Fool's Day because nobody's going to believe it.
Well, it's not really legit news though. It's saying,
No.
hey, this movie might be rated R.
Yeah, but that's a big deal.
Well,
People-
yeah, but
people
it's
were
not
saying-
actually news. It's not
No.
like they go, oh my god, they're going to release a rating for Avengers Age of Ultron? They're going to tell us what the
But
Age
for
rating's
people
going
who
to be?
care about Deadpool, the PG-13 R rating is a big deal.
Yes, but I still don't think, I wouldn't immediately discount it just because it was...
I don't
The
think
April
I don't think
Fool's joke in
Marvel
that
would
was the
release-
Mario Lopez part.
Yes, I don't think Marvel would have a rated R movie.
Well, it's Fox doing it. It's not actually
Yeah,
Marvel's
it's not
movie.
part of the Marvel Studios.
So,
Yeah, but do they really have enough? Are they doing well enough with their Marvel properties?
the X-Men movies are...
Okay.
Yeah.
But think
They
about,
rebounded. They're doing well enough.
think about how big of an internet sensation Deadpool is.
Yeah.
He is the superhero nowadays.
Well,
if
yeah,
you
but
go
here's-
online, he's the one you're going to find everywhere.
Well, yeah, but those types of people would be also the type that would just pirate the movie.
That's true. Joe.
Yes. So they'll make it PG-13 because
Make
those
it
guys
G.
aren't going to the movies.
They're going to make it baby.
Yeah.
Muppet. Muppet Deadpool.
X-Babies. All right.
I don't think they'll make it rated R. But
I'm on the I'll put me on record as saying they will, and he wasn't kidding because it was April Fool's.
I hope they will.
I'm just
Because,
worried that
like,
it's going to be like a Ryan Reynolds movie and not that funny. just please,
Oh.
please.
They could make it on Blade style, like Blade level.
I hope they will, but I
She was
don't.
on Blade.
I don't think they will. I think that they'll save their grittier stuff for like Netflix.
No, I'm hoping it's going to be like
Maybe
Well, that's-
they'll do like
a
Punisher.
funnier sense.
Yeah, but
Punisher
that's
or a
all
Blade thing
Marvel
on-
stuff.
Yeah, I know.
But Fox would be like, hey, we're gonna make this movie rated R. And if
Does
Marvel's
Marvel
like,
have any say in it?
not really.
No.
No, they just
They
get the.
complete control over it.
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't get like final say. Like,
No.
They just have the list of stuff that they can't do, so they can't use a lot of the other characters. But
Yeah, so it's
Maybe it will be then.
yeah,
To try
because
to do.
that's the whole
Try to mix it up a little bit.
like another thing that's been happening at Marvel that like the stuff they don't own, your X-Men's, your Fantastic Forces, they
By the way, that movie looks fucking awful.
yes, their comics properties get like de-escalated in terms of prominence and or canceled because
Yeah.
why are you gonna hype somebody else's movie because
Yes,
they don't
they're
make a lot of
steal stories from the new stuff that you're coming out with.
yeah and
No.
yeah, I don't think Marvel even gets like a beneficial. Well, it's not beneficial, but it's not like a sweet financial deal out of it. I think Fox gets the
I know
better
with the part
end
of
of the deal.
the Spider-Man deal that Marvel gets gets to look at it first
Yeah.
before they put it out. That was part of the New Deal.
Yeah, well, they're like
with them being able to use
shades
Spider-Man.
of FDR with the New Deal.
Right. So they'll be able to use Spider-Man in their movies, and then in return, Sony will get to use some of those
That's what they should do.
characters.
Well, I think, yeah,
But
basically...
then Marvel gets final say to okay it.
Yeah, I think, well, that's more of like, yeah, Sony's like sort of giving up and being like, help us, Marvel, please.
Yeah.
We would like to make this a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Fox is a little more, all you ladies, independent. Yeah.
We'll do it on.
Yeah, like, just like we did with Married with Children, We got a proven track record of success.
Yeah.
You mean the comic book?
Yes.
All right.
Show. I only know the comic book Married with Children.
So there are many different type of wars in the universe.
There are, but I think
Infinities.
one type is probably the best.
World Wars.
Cold,
Hot.
Prussian, Boer,
Revolutionary.
Spanish American,
12.
Some are very civil, though.
100 Years Wars.
Roses.
Yep. Wars of.
Civil.
Yeah,
Anybody
But
say
there's
that?
one in-
Nobody
I
said
said
that.
civil.
yeah. But there's
Yeah, okay.
but there's one in particular
That we don't talk
of note
about.
today.
I don't think you're allowed to say.
It's a secret war.
Yeah.
Marvel announced like last year or what have you that there's going to be a new The Secret Wars. It's not actually related to the old Secret Wars, but it's just a snazzy name they're recycling.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the Ultimate Universe, your Ultimate books.
Mm-hmm.
That universe is crashing into the mainstream 616 Marvel universe, and so now everybody has to fight in what they're calling domains.
Battle Worlds.
And well, no, it's all part of Battleworld.
Oh, okay.
That's a
They-
stupid name.
Hey, it's a
Yes,
world
it's
where people
also
are battling.
a very hard, weird
What should we
concept.
call it? Battle World?
Domains and that they're
Yep.
fighting at. Like
Yep.
essentially, the domains are just
Yep.
the separate books where all of these are happening. But that begs the question: when these universes collide,
Yes.
because it's supposed to be like
This is
all
what
of
it's
the.
like when
Count
worlds
in
collide.
5,000.
Speaking of wrestling,
And a deadly voice.
but yeah, so it's not just the two universes; it's everybody getting in there fighting. So you can have a whole bunch of Spider-Mans fighting it out.
Yeah, I
How
saw
many-
there's some 2099
Yes.
How many universes
Infinite.
are happening? All of them?
All that's what
All
I have
infinite
seen.
universes
Every universe in the Marvel universe
are
sort of
coming into
umbrella.
one world? There's not enough room.
Well, that's why there have to be these battle worlds to
Yeah.
kill all the other
Yeah,
Thors,
it's the
and
en-
there's only one that lives.
Yeah, so I guess that, but this is begs a bigger question. Like, would I have
But there's
to?
an infinite number of Thors. How can one win?
Comic book.
It's a. Well, this is
That
a.
automatically defaults everything.
That's how it
win.
happened.
You win.
Comic book.
You got me.
How does that
Stan
happen?
Lee.
Comic book? Shit.
But like,
He said it.
would I have to battle all of the alternate reality gems in this universe as well, or is it just the superheroes that get to battle themselves?
No.
Like, there's got to be a gem that's black.
Are there actually
One-
infinite though?
Well, probably not in the Marvel universe. There probably is a finite number.
No, because there's probably like
No,
Red
maybe-
Hulk, Grey
maybe
Hulk,
World Series.
Black Hulk.
Well, Red Hulk and Green Hulk are from the same universe.
Yeah.
I said Red Hulk, Grey
Then there's
Hulk.
Maestro.
Red Hulk,
It's a
Grey
different
Hulk.
universe.
But they're all the
All
different
those.
color Hulks are from the same.
Yes.
Same universe.
Yeah.
Alright.
But like,
Fix it.
there's got to be one where like I have a beard,
Well,
Another
there's that
one-
universe where all the Avengers have beards.
where I'm dumb, like a
All of them.
MODOK gem.
All of them,
Well, yes, if there's an infinite number of universes, there's a universe where you don't have a beard, and the three of us do.
You already
have
kind of have
this
a beard.
is not a beard.
Yeah,
This
but
is
it's
just
a
lazy.
yeah. That's
That's what this
a
is.
dad goatee just gone wild.
Yes.
No, but I mean, in the Marvel universes, you have
Good DVD.
Parental laziness.
Yeah, goatee's gone wild.
Oh my god, I didn't shave all weekend. I
It
got
was
I got
shaved in 9 days.
I got my fleece vest
Show it,
on.
Show it. Got the turtleneck roll over.
you got your mainstream Marvel universe, Ultimate, 2099,
Uh-huh.
New Universal. Every single What If is pretty much its own universe.
Yeah, there's about 200 issues of those.
and some of those have more than one story.
Zombies.
You got
Zombies.
uncanny and shit.
But
Oh
zombies
yeah,
are...
the extreme and the
no,
uncanny.
The zombies are...
Age of Apocalypse.
Yep.
The zombies travel.
They started in one dimension though, and then there's a few dimensions they've gone through, right?
Yeah.
Actually, well, this
Zombie Spider-Man goes and replaces regular Spider-Man and murders everybody.
there's one question this brings up though is like, so like the negative zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of like a parallel universe, but are there infinite negative zones? Or not? Is it the negative zone?
Yeah.
It's the Phantom Zone in DC. It's the negative zone in Marvel.
The prison.
So like,
Zone, yeah.
is the negative zone actually a perpendicular universe, and there are actually infinite perpendicular universes to the infinite parallel universes?
Yes. I think
as some sort of Cartesian plane.
I'm pretty sure
Now our
every
minds are
universe.
blown.
Every universe would have its own negative zone.
There it is.
Because I read some of the Ultimate Fantastic Four, and they went into that negative zone,
And
it
it's
was
not
different.
Yeah,
than the
you don't
negative
come
zone
out
we
the other
have.
side into the other Marvel
Right.
universe.
You guys are geeking way beyond my capabilities. What is a negative zone?
You know, in the
Okay, so-
Fantastic Four is the biggest example.
You're geeking
Yeah.
hard.
Annihilus.
I gotta
You know
get this.
Annihilus.
No.
Okay, so imagine a Dimension X where Krang is from.
Yeah.
It's like that, but in the
Yeah.
Marvel universe.
Okay.
And so for the infinite number of different Marvel universes,
There
such
is-
as these represented in these what ifs I'm holding,
Yes.
both of these universes have their own separate negative zones.
And what would be the negative? Like this?
No, the negative zone, it's not like the reverse of it. It's just, that's what they call it.
Okay.
A pocket dimension, if you would.
So just something else.
And then there's the microverse. Don't even get me started on them.
The dark dimension where Clea is.
Or whatever
Astral plane.
cloak is made of.
Oh, dark force.
Yeah, like wherever that comes from. So the point
Where
is
did he come from?
that these secret wars, basically, this is what it's like when worlds collide, and then we're gonna have one Marvel universe left with
So it's a reboot.
kinda. I hope it's a soft reboot and they don't maybe ignore history, but it's just like the name Secret Wars. They didn't just pluck that out of obscurity.
You know, there was also Secret War in about 2005 with Quake, Daisy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Uh huh.
And she and like Captain America and Wolverine and Luke Cage and Spider-Man and Daredevil all went over to Latveria to try and overthrow Doctor Doom.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a secret mission, and they sort of got brainwashed afterwards, so they wouldn't even remember doing it by Nick Fury.
So
But also called Secret War. Secret War with no S.
see, well, that's completely different. Also, that's more on the secret side than
It's yeah,
These
it's
other
a bigger
ones.
secret. These secrets were not well kept.
exactly the Secret Wars.
I'm not sure I understand it all myself, but here's what I know. There's this intergalactic entity named the Beyonder, and he wants to see who would win in a battle of good against evil. And that's it.
1984, a time when I was negative 2 years old. Just a sparkle in my father's eye.
Or his testicles.
Gross.
A 12-part miniseries is produced. It's one of the first mega crossover events. Something that is very commonplace now. Yay? Is that a happy tradition they started?
12-part?
That's too long.
Well, you say that, but there's like the Avengers vs. X-Men, which is like a 56-part, when you get all the tie-ins and
That's
stuff.
too long too.
Yeah, I don't like how they do that, though. I mean,
It
it's
shouldn't
to
be
sell
tie-ins.
more books, but,
Yeah.
continued in Spider-Man 702. And then you
There
go
was no
back-
702!
Well,
It
pretty
stopped
much-
at 700.
Pretty much everything is fair game in the comic book world. Everything is fair game.
Yes. Well, yeah, that's why, like, if people are like,
Everything.
Everything.
oh my
X-Men
god.
with tails. They all have tails.
Except
For some reason,
But
and the
Nightcrawler
Nightcrawler does not have a tail. And it has him on the
Infinite-
cover going like this.
but he wouldn't know that this is abnormal.
Sure, it's a different universe where everyone
Yeah,
else has a tail.
Yeah, but
Nightcrawler.
doesn't Nightcrawler shrug all the time now because he does have a
Right.
tail? He's
So
like,
he'll be
where did this
serious.
come from?
So he'll be serious without his tail.
Yeah.
Like he's the only one without the
Sophie's
tail.
Oh, yeah, you can, if you go out
Like he'll be the only one without the tail pointing at the camera.
go
Like
out
that's
there's another
right.
door.
So as I was saying,
Yeah.
the Secret Wars
Get it.
Yes.
tied in with a line of Secret Wars action figures. They're small things, got rubbery arms and legs. They got like meat mittens hands. So
Meatmans?
yeah, like they don't
Yeah.
even have like sculpted fingers. It's like you got a meat mitten, one thumb and then the other part
Yeah.
for gripping. And they're like made. Their legs are made of soft rubber, so they can do the chicken dance.
Mitten gripping. That's what you're saying.
Yes, you got that mitten gripping. They're primitive yet awesome because they made a constrictor action figure.
Did it actually have like tentacles that would come out?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it was a France only release. It'll cost you like $500 to buy on eBay.
It's totally worth it for those big constrictor fans.
Exactly, and a Kang action figure.
You know what I'm talking about, constrictor fans.
Whoa, penis!
Kane action figure?
Kang.
Okay, well, Kang
the
was like a big deal. He's a pretty big villain. Not so much anymore. Like, no one knows who he is, I guess. But in the 60s, 70s, 80s, he's a pretty important guy.
He's the time conqueror.
Yeah, he's the time traveler, blue face guy.
Yeah, okay.
Immortus.
Yeah.
Ramatat.
Yeah, Robitussin. The premise of the Secret Wars. All-powerful being number 406, Beyonder, steals some heroes for his Battleworld. Yes, it was called Battleworld back then.
What a jerk, huh?
Oh, he's from Beyond.
So he's allowed to just steal things?
Yeah.
Exactly. He gives them some alien weapons, tells them to fight. The Beyonder declares, I am from beyond! Slay your enemies, and all that you desire shall be yours. Nothing you dream of is impossible for me to accomplish.
Did he come up with that name himself?
No, he just said he's from Beyond, and so everyone's like, so
You're
you're
the
the Beyonder.
Yeah, just like,
We are stupid
from
about
the
coming up with
watch.
names. Like, this is the thing, because he's something.
Because he's from
Yeah.
Thing.
And he's and like this big hulking mass. Oh, it's the Hulk. Captain America loves America.
Kang.
Loves America.
There he is.
Yes.
Yeah, he's...
Kang.
He almost looks like
They
Thanos.
keep
in a
bringing
way.
dudes back.
Yeah.
That guy, he was on one of the new Avengers shows.
That's right, he's a big guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
trying to conquer Earth. Welcome to Earth, and then Will Smith showed up.
He resembles Thanos a little bit.
Yeah.
In a way.
No bumpy chin, though. No scrolly chin.
Don't be scrolly chin.
he resembles Thanos more than Star Fox, his own brother. Fucking Star Fox.
Hey,
Starfax.
don't hate the player.
So the heroes stolen include the Avengers, Captain America, Black Lady, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Iron Man, who I think was Rhodey at the time, because this is
Yeah,
Iron
it
Man
was.
too.
How did they get stolen?
He's all powerful. He goes,
Yoink.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally...
She-Hulk,
Or, omnipotent?
omnipotent.
Omniscient is
Omnipotent.
all-knowing.
Yes, I don't think he's omniscient. Because he's just like
Omnipotent.
yes, omnipotent as I pronounced it when I was like 8.
That's how it's spelled.
Anyway, and I also called omniscient like omniscient.
As it is spelled.
Exactly. So She-Hulk, Thor, Wasp, 3 members of the Fantastic Four. Sorry, no Invisible Woman. And
Couldn't
then
find her.
Spider-Man, Spider-Woman 2, the Julia Carpenter version, Tony Hawk, yeah. Tony Hawk is trying to bang in the Iron Man cartoon. And regular Hulk.
900!
And then Mutant Team X-Men, Colossus, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, with Tail, Professor X, Rogue, Storm, Wolverine, and Lockheed the Dragon, of course. Magneto's there.
Where's Shadowcat? She was not on that list.
They tried to grab her, but she phased right through. That's why Vision isn't there.
Yeah, but Lockheed is there.
He can't phase.
Yeah.
but he also...
The villains. The villains include Absorbing Man, Doctor Doom, Doctor Octopus, Enchantress, Kang the Conqueror, Claw, the Master of Sound, the Lizard, Molecule Man, so the heavy hitters, Titania, Ultron, Volcana, and the Wrecking Crew, which are like Bulldozer,
All of them?
Crowbar,
No.
Bulldozer.
The Wrecker is the leader.
Can Absorbing Man absorb the air?
and become air.
Yeah.
Yes. The cosmic entity Galactus also appears as a
Could he have
villain.
done that and not get taken?
Well, couldn't Kang have
He's
just teleported
the thing
away?
about the thing about
Comics.
the thing about Absorbing Man is that he's really, really dumb. Like he has to be like thinking.
That's enough for me.
Exactly.
Proceed.
The heroes so the X-Men are non-aligned, and the heroes they basically they fight some.
So I don't understand, because I read your little synopsis, but
Uh-huh.
why weren't the X-Men like, oh, we have good guys and bad guys, so why don't we help the good guys? Why were they just like, hey, we're going to be dicks and not hang out with anyone? Was
Well,
there-
like fucking muties. This is what basically what it always boils.
Dirty fucking muties.
Yeah, Captain America is secretly a racist against muties. I think that's what it all boils down to. Because like the Avengers and X-Men are always bumping heads.
Right.
Have you ever seen them like teamed up? Besides like to fight Onslaught that one time, and then it still resulted in mutants being fucked over. Basically, Spider-Man gets his snazzy black costume. we get the introduction of Spider-Woman 2, who Tony Hawk is trying to bang on Sunday mornings.
Wait, so she wasn't anyone before this?
Not that I'm aware
So
of.
why did he take her?
Who, Tony Hawk?
No, the Beyonder.
Tony Hawk is still around, like fucking hawking, like little finger.
Hawking Tonys.
Yeah. Those little fucking like finger skateboards and shit. He's still on commercials. When was Tony Hawk popular?
1998.
Not 2015.
When did Tony Hawk Pro Skater come out for N64?
No, that was like
Notice I
fucking
said
PlayStation
N64.
1.
Yeah.
Long ass time.
Well, no, but seriously, because if
Yeah, seriously, Tony Hawk.
Julia Carpenter
Really
was
tired.
not a Spider-Woman, I don't understand why she was taken.
Well, I don't think her first appearance is in any of these Secret Wars, so she might have just been
They knew.
like this for a little bit, just a little bit,
Yeah.
and then whoop, and then so.
Might
So
have been
fucking
the
bad
thing.
timing on her
Yeah.
part. Should have
Yeah.
waited a couple days to become Spider-Man.
So yeah, Doctor Doom temporarily steals the Beyonder's power, and they're like,
How?
I don't
Comic
know.
books.
Yeah, there's like alien technology, which is how Spider-Man gets the costume. So you just say alien technology. That's like Doctor
He
Doom,
has it in some orb in his pocket or something, and you just take it.
and then
You have the powers.
Doctor Doom steals the Beyonder's power and kills everybody. But then there's like a healer, and between that and alien technology, oh, wouldn't you know, everybody doesn't die at the end. It's crazy.
Well, everybody knows the healer plus alien technology cancels itself out.
No, it supplements and becomes 2 times.
Oh,
So we have 2 of everyone.
then there's an infinite number of things. So,
So, yeah.
Anyway,
oh god,
So basically, what it all boils down to, my friends, is that everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. Because I've got one hand in my pocket, and the other one is handles a taxi cab.
the other one is given a
I guess
Peace.
the end of it, if we're getting to the end of the Secret Wars now,
Uh-huh.
when Thing is now a human, or he can transform.
Yes.
who
Thing.
transform.
He can go like
At
human
will?
form. Yeah.
Yes.
So then he says, "Great, I can finally turn into a human again. I'm not going to go back to Earth."
Yes. Well, because he can only do it on the battle world or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Probably because of that alien technology.
No, that alien tech.
So yeah, if you're
But what if he changed to a human and then went back? Is it possible to go back?
Well, they
Yeah.
all ended up back here.
Didn't they fucking steal them and put them there?
yeah,
But
So you can
Molecule
just go back?
Man has some powers.
Comics.
yeah. Oh, I think Mr. Fantastic probably just smarted at.
He can just grab you and then stretch you back
Slingshot all the way.
and just place you back.
Well, actually, part of the thing is that they tried to steal. It says a suburb of Detroit. I don't know how that. Unless the Beyonder also stole parts of Earth for this battle world.
Probably.
They tried to fly it back.
Detroit seems like a good place to fight.
That's why it's been so shit.
Actually, I meant Denver. But,
I stick with Detroit.
yeah. So basically, they try to fly Denver back, the villains do, and they realize that it'll still take them like 1,000 years. So I think I might have been Mr. Fantastic. They just alien technologied, or they convinced the Beyonder, once he got his powers back from Doctor Doom, to just
Give it.
give it back, give us back to Earth. So I bet you're wondering, how does this fit into regular continuity?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's basically
It doesn't.
flash there, flash back. Amazing Spider-Man 251, he flashes out.
702.
Amazing Spider-Man 252, he flashes back with his black costume. So it's basically like, this is going to happen, and they basically backfilled a lot of the story as it was released over the year.
Flash Thompson.
So, spoiler alert, nobody died at the end.
Boo.
Because they all were there the next
They
issue.
just all fucking died and then just said, oh, look.
That's what they
The
did.
end.
Alright.
No more Marvel Comics ever. Everybody is dead.
So
Why
yeah,
don't they just do that for like a year? Fucking kill everybody. Take a year off.
They
Well-
come back and make millions of dollars.
they already like reboot everything every 3 years to have new number ones.
No, but kill everybody.
Everybody.
All Marvel Comics. Everybody's dead.
Except for Man-Thing.
Yes.
Except for Mr. Immortal.
Machine Man.
Well, he's just floating around in space then. Until he finds the planet. And then the planet that he finds...
His
he
ego
finds-
and eats him.
Yeah.
But he's alive and he's living inside him.
Inside ego.
Then the only comic that they can have is Ego.
The Living Planet,
Yeah.
the comic. So it kind of happened.
And his witty sidekick.
Earth.
Immortal Man.
This is the best
Inside his belly.
Marvel team up #1.
In this belly, like, can't move, can't get out,
Yeah.
but he's still alive.
So yeah, it's pretty sure we just came up with a new idea. So we'll
You're
just have
welcome,
to.
Marvel.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the actual what ifs in this what if podcast.
Oh,
We've been podcasting for 2 hours and haven't discussed a single comic book. What if Volume 2, Number 4? What if the alien costume has shit? What if the alien costume had possessed Spider-Man?
Was shit.
What it was.
Possessed who?
Spider-Man.
It didn't it? Isn't that
Well,
how Venom came
Isn't
about?
that Carnage or Venom?
He fully possessed.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't get got. He got
So,
get.
like, it's like Tobey
Get
Maguire
got.
in that movie where he started emo dancing.
Yes.
God.
Yeah, the new ones, like Venom's with out in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, like taking over Drax and Groot and shit.
Oh,
Shit.
my God.
It's gonna take over Galactus.
It's getting real.
So yeah, the writer of this is Danny Fingeroth,
Yeah.
who he wrote a bunch of what
He
ifs.
figured David Lee.
as well as he wrote a bunch of what ifs, Dazzlers, and Darkhawks.
Yes.
Whoa.
I don't fucking care about
He's a
Dark
good guy.
Dazzler.
Yeah, he didn't
It's
write
my
number 1
jam.
though. So
Boo.
if you want like Dazzler number 19,
No, nobody does.
I'm
Dazzler
surprised it
number
went
1
that
is the only
far.
book that well, there is a Dazzler series, but Dazzler, her first appearance was in an X-Men book, right?
yeah,
V Jazzler.
you like spent like 8 years trying to find it.
And then
More
we
like
could find it
Well, I
everywhere.
found it
4
for
weeks.
like half price.
Exactly. Got to get those Sunday deals. The art is by Mark Bagley, who's done a bunch of everything.
Oh,
He's, Spider-Man, Iron Man. The comic starts after a recap of Spidey losing the symbiote costume in normal continuity. We see the divergence. Instead of going to see Mr. Fantastic right away, Pete checks in with hack scientist Kurt Connors. Can't even get his own shit correct.
Can't even
And
go
he's an
on.
idiot. So several days pass before he gets to Mr. Fantastic. And by then it's too late. It's fully bonded. They try to blast it off him, but he's like, nope, back on.
Blast it off him?
Yeah.
Just shoot Peter Parker
With guns.
With
bullets.
bullets, my only weakness.
Let's see if we can just blast off every piece.
There was that book that you bought me for Christmas. It's super useless superpowers. One of the superpowers is the guy he's invulnerable, like 12 bullets. He can block 12 bullets, but the 13th one will kill him.
So basically, the symbiote itself thirsts for power, so it makes Spider-Man fight the Avengers and Hulk. The plan that they develop once they realize that Spider-Man had gone wonky is for Mr. Fantastic to blast it with his Omni Blaster.
I remember that from Maximum Carnage.
And Doctor Strange to put it in a pocket dimension, maybe. In the battle,
Fuck is a pocket dimension.
The dimension he carries in his pocket.
Comics.
those are one of those perpendicular universes.
Yeah, those are the really small ones, though.
Individual, In the ensuing battle, the suit decides to leave Spidey and go for the much stronger Hulk, because it's a bitch like that, Suck and leave you dry. We get Hulk Venom. Oh my god, he looks like regular Venom when he's all beefy, but he's got like more gums.
Oh, that's what I always
It's weird.
hope.
Yeah, but Spider-Man seems to be able to fight it off most of the time.
Well, it was too late.
Yeah,
really
it got there
Yeah, but what about when it tries to grab onto Hulk? He just lets it happen?
apparently. It's because it's got Spider-Man's power.
It feels good.
Get out of me.
Get up in there.
Yeah, so Pete is left a withered.
I've been touched like that in a while.
Pete is left a withered husk by the Venom symbiote possessing him.
Allie's husk?
Yeah, some old Samantha Guthrie. Just ripping skin off. No, he's left a skeletal being because it sucked all the nutrients out of him, and he dies a short while later.
Good.
Black Cat, his lover at the time, because this is when he wasn't with Mary Jane. She's pissed about this. Like, that son of a bitch!
Because he doesn't have any more minerals and vitamins.
To give her. So, shortly thereafter, Venom Hulk battles Thor at Mount Rushmore. Why, you ask? No good reason. Because Hulk can do the leap thing, and he just hangs out in mountainous areas.
Why not?
Yeah. So, the symbiote jumps to Thor. Oh my god, it's Thor Venom. It's like Venom, but he has long, black, tenderly hair. and is still worthy to lift Mjolnir despite the symbiote's malfeasance.
No.
Bruce Banner makes out like a bandit in this scenario because he's actually left as a normal guy because it sucks the Hulk out of him. But it's so much energy that he's just left.
Thor stronger?
Well,
And that's a gamified Thor.
it doesn't combine. Well, maybe it does combine the strength. It doesn't make him bigger.
Now the symbiote should
Be hulked out.
sucked up
The
Hulk.
radiation.
Yeah.
So,
And the radioactive isotopes in Spider-Man.
oh my god.
Because why did he let Eddie Brock have all the spider powers?
Yeah,
So
but that
then
would
Hulk
mean-
should have had all the
Yeah,
spider
but if that
powers.
happened, then Peter Parker would be without his powers.
But he was, because he died.
But here's the thing.
He was without all those vitamins and minerals.
That responsibility, he had no powers.
Balanced breakfast.
He went swimming with the
But
buddy.
here's the thing: Venom Hulk is so big, and he's just leaping around that he might have Spider-Man's powers, but he doesn't need to climb walls at any point. He just smashes, and like maybe he doesn't make Thor bigger, but he might just be just as strong. But Thor's already really strong, so it's hard to gauge how much stronger he is. He's still just smashing boulders.
That's it.
So eventually, Black Bolt, that's right,
Oh.
Black Bolt, is called to yodel down Mount Rushmore.
What?
Exactly. And
Does he need to yodel?
it doesn't. It's one of those things where
Couldn't just
He
go,
says, "Yodelay."
anytime Black Bolt speaks and it does the song thing, they actually don't put anything for him to speak.
It could just be.
What it all boils down to, my friend.
He's got a lot to get off his chest with not speaking for so long. He just fucking goes on a huge rant. Or racist
Fucking Medusa.
That's how Jews control it.
So basically, Mount Rushmore crashes onto Venom Thor, and they separate the symbiote. I think with the Omni Blaster and the Black Bolt Sonic Screams separates it.
Oh, of course.
And Mr. Fantastic is almost going to kill it, but he relents because I don't know why. He's like, oh, maybe we can do something safe. And then Black Cat comes in with her own Omni Blaster. Pew pew!
So she just made one? Like, she's on par with Reed Richards in intellect.
No. She stole the blueprints from Peter Parker. I don't know why he had them from Mr. Fantastic. Hires Kingpin's team of scientists to build it for her. All for the price of her eternal servitude. And even that sounds
eternal?
Yes.
Kingpin scientist, huh?
Yeah. And even the narrator / her questions if this was worth it. Really wasn't. You get this much revenge and then you have to spend the rest of your life working with the Kingpin. Of course,
There are no scientists, good scientists that could build this.
You can only do Kingpin scientists.
The only ones available.
So overall, I would have liked this as a kid. It's got wacky character redesigns.
But as an adult, I do not.
It's got some battles. Nothing too crazy on the plot. It's just they have to get the bad guy. Just who the bad guy is changes. Good art. There's a few wordless panels, so it's just the art telling the story.
Yeah.
And it's got some good action-y art. The thing I don't like is the ending, and even they recognize that it doesn't make any damn sense. Just let him bring...
I'm assuming that
Finger off?
the narrator is the same person that wrote the book.
No, it's Uatu.
Yes, in the
So
story
don't write it
context.
like that.
Don't write it like that.
This is stupid.
Well, I don't think... It's not that blunt.
I hated my own story.
Completely unbelievable.
What If Volume 2, Number 114. What If starring The Secret Wars. The last regular series What If ever. One I bought as a kid, too. An attempted pilot for a new spin-off series, possibly? Nah. Because they just did the same concept with Spider-Girl not even a year before this came out. Basically, what if the Secret Wars never ended? I'll tell you what would happen. Superheroes bang.
Well, it even looks like this reminds me just the cover of that Avengers Next or the Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow that you recommended. You said Wyatt watches.
Next?
The book, the movie?
That's A Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're all children of Avengers.
Yeah, so these are all children of two superheroes, and they're all A plus B equals A plus B. They don't become anything new. They're all pretty much evident as to who they're amalgamations of. We get Crusader, not the Christian
Yeah, the bad
sword guy. No, alas, it's Thor and Rogue's daughter. Not Thor. Rogue and Captain America's daughter.
How's that happen?
Well, I don't know, because I went through a lot of recaps of Secret Wars. Rogue doesn't lose her powers on this secret world, so I'm going to assume the old standby alien technology.
Super soldier serum. Can it fight off
It
her?
fights off her power to her ability to hurt people.
Yeah.
Fast enough for him to put his penis in her.
He's that strong. He's that strong.
Or he can do it that quick.
Plus,
He can just go back.
He's that efficient. He can do it from across the room. Great job.
Captain America doesn't have sex. He masturbates into a turkey baster.
And that's it.
that's true. He doesn't like women.
And we're done.
Yeah, and so I think also the reason they're together is because she's got Carol Danvers, the original Ms. Marvel's thoughts / brain, because she sucked her powers out that one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have She-Hulk getting it with Hawkeye.
Yeah, so, okay, we have Bravado, which is Thor and Enchantress's son named Balder, who looks like Thor Jr. Mustang, who's...
Mustang Sally?
No, that's She-Hulk and Hawkeye's son. CJ, who has a shitty 90s goatee, despite that not being a part of the culture in this isolated Secret War world that's 25 years in the future from the 80s, which put it into 2010, or, 2009. But take a look at CJ, the She-Hulk. Look at his awful 90s goatee. Just soak it in.
Yeah, that's might as well be walking on the sun.
Smash Mouth?
Shoot my arrows kind of goatee right there.
Green Arrow /
That's
She-Hulk
absolutely
/
Smash Mouth Hulk.
But it's a real green.
That is
arrow.
Smash Milk Arrow.
Smash Milk.
Smash Milk Arrow.
So we got Firefly, who's the Human Torch and the Wasp's son, who has wings and
Makes
flames.
sense. Firefly.
Fantastic. You try to
Hence
read
play
that.
on words.
Of course, that's not like a genetic power. She takes Pym particles.
Pimp articles?
Yeah, that's true.
Pimp articles.
Sweet
Like a
leopard
cane
hats.
and a cup.
No, I
She
mean,
takes articles of clothing.
She takes handwritten
From Pym.
articles from magazines
I was
about
thinking
pimps.
that
Alright.
would be... You could work that into a costume somehow.
Pimp articles?
Pimp articles.
Pimp
Yeah, I
articles.
think that'd
Uh-huh.
be good.
So we get Torrent, who's Wolverine and Storm's chilling. So that's what he said when he came. Storm.
Stop! So he's constantly saving his daughter from
And
falling
she
out of the
passed
sky,
out.
essentially. Or his daughter saves herself from falling out of the sky.
Yeah,
Somehow.
she grabs her legs.
Her own legs.
Me.
Me.
So the plot is very basic. Doctor Doom's son, also with the Enchantress, hussy,
What's his name?
Malefactor.
Oh, I bet he's a good guy.
Lame.
Yeah. He wants to conquer Battleworld because Von Dooms are dicks like that. So he assembles the bad guy kids because apparently there's a clear line in the
Of course
sand.
there is. There's another group.
So there's Chokehold, who's Absorbing Man and Titania's daughter. Moleculon, who's Molecule Man and Volcana's daughter. Gator, who's described in the little info flap here as Son of the Lizard. With who? I don't know.
What's
Doesn't
his
say.
Gator.
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 So I assume Dr. Kurt Connors reproduces asexually and laid an egg.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
of comics.
But then there's also
Comics.
Ray's, who's son of the Wrecker. Also, with who? Did the
He
Wrecker lay an egg?
reproduces- Well, maybe the Wrecker and Lizard
Yeah.
have twins.
Gross.
Gator and whatever his name is.
So other things to know about this: Spidey's possessed by the suit. Crusader can lift Thor's hammer, but Thor Jr. can't. So that's sort of like,
Who's Crusader?
Captain
America
yeah.
and Rogues?
yeah.
Oh, but that one can lift the hammer.
Well, Captain America and Rogue have both been able to lift Thor's hammer in real,
Oh, that's
real
true.
MU continuity.
Can Rogue do it
She
if she
has-
has Thor's powers?
she has-
Yes.
powers.
Yes, but she's been able to do it once.
Okay,
Yes.
and Hulk is like the only being that was able to do it without
Yeah, and Captain
any
America
kind of
like
assistance.
Captain America did it once because he was worthy enough. He was trying to save everyone, and
Was it?
he
Are they
could
gonna do
it.
that in the new movie? Who knows?
They do it. Well, in
Stay
the
tuned.
trailers, he's able to. It
Bunges.
moves.
Yeah.
He tries to pick it up and it goes.
Captain America moves it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Well, like
Worthy.
you haven't seen that trailer.
I didn't
it's
see
pretty
that
funny.
trailer.
They're all hanging out like drinking and shit. And Thor puts the hammer down on the table and they're all trying to pick it up.
Okay.
And Captain America goes to pick it up and it fucking. It like moves a little bit and Hulk's face like fucking drops like he shits his pants like.
What does that mean,
All right.
though? He's kind of worthy?
Well, there's that.
He's going to be
Like, he was
worthy.
too drunk to be worthy at that time. You need to be sober.
He was having some
You can't have a
worthy's-
drunk Captain America running around with what is it called?
Mjolnir.
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 Can't be throwing Mjolnir around when you're drunk.
Captain
J-Ole
America
or-
probably can't get
Lawn darts of Mjolnir.
Probably.
Can he get drunk?
They brought that up in like the first or
think
second
he
Captain
can.
America movie that he just sits there drinking and
Constantly drinking.
he metabolizes it quicker than he can drink it.
He's got to be able to
The
because
Flash-
Wolverine can.
Does he get drunk?
He does, and he goes because I remember.
Or does he
one where
smoke
he, like,
crack?
he drank an entire bottle and then like he was drunk, but then like a couple minutes later he was getting onto like the hangover phase, and then
Oh
he was
yeah,
out
if
of
you
that.
drink a whole entire bottle of whiskey,
I think those-
you'll be drunk for a
One of
minute,
those
like-
boots is like one beer to him.
Das Boot.
They do that
A gigantic
on the
boot.
Flash. They synthesize like something that's like fucking 500% alcohol, like some synthetic alcohol, where he gets drunk for like 10 seconds.
But as the Flash,
Yeah.
10 seconds he could go around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could kill everybody.
It's not okay.
The goodies and the baddies
And
scrap.
they do it only so he can get drunk.
Well, obviously,
Yeah.
why do there's so many useless technologies researched in the world? It's like, to what
I think they
end?
do
For
it
for
as
our
a
own
gift-
shits and giggles.
As a gift to him because he's upset because he can't get drunk anymore.
They're so sad.
So yeah, the goodies and baddies scrap. Eventually, the old-timey Avengers and Beard Hulk put a stop to it because he's old now, so he's got a beard.
Maestro?
Beard Hulk.
Maestro. Yeah.
Maestro beard?
No, he just has a beard.
Oh.
It's sort of like but it's like Wolverine's temples being gray. That's how you know it's the future.
Mm.
Yep.
They just stop the battle, so the actual stuff going on here doesn't really mean much.
Yep.
So they all think about using an alien transporter to get back to Earth, but Uatu shows up,
Earth.
and the old-timey Avengers get cold feet because they think it's a foreboding,
Mm.
you know. So the good guy kids sneak off in the night and use Thor's hammer to power the thing, maybe, I don't know, and they go back to Earth, only to find it's been taken over by Sentinels.
Oh. Sentinels keep winning, man. They keep taking over every
Yeah,
time.
and instead of the end, we get the beginning, ... And the answer to that is no.
Because
No, it's not the
one
beginning.
wanted to read
Because
that.
Sentinels are an AI that are also capable of Rogue's power, which is
Take everyone's power.
the like most insane creation.
And they can build themselves to replicate themselves. Like you can assign them to build another master mold.
Oh my
spit
God.
out more
They're
of them.
essentially
Can we have a
like-
master ball that makes master molds?
like
Yes.
that movie Big Six or whatever,
Yep.
right? With the little things.
Oh, yeah, all the
They're
little
essentially
nanobots.
that. They can just continue to create new.
That's a good
It's
movie.
pretty dangerous.
I like that. Big Hero 6.
So overall, I thought this was fun, but it's kind of lazy.
That was a good.
The good thing,
Especially.
yeah, it's lazy writing because, you know, it's a good thing that each of these pairs only had like one kid each. Like there's never, like nobody has a brother or sister in this, which is kind of weird. And there isn't,
There's
like,
no twins like Wanda and
for,
Pietro.
for some reason, like Firefly here
Yep.
was talking to some red-haired girl.
Yeah.
Who the hell is she? She wasn't a character in here, so like, how are they getting more people in this battle world? Who was she the daughter of? Why doesn't she have superpowers? Because she's clearly the son of a super person.
Comics.
Exactly.
That's the answer.
And the formula for all the characters is A plus B equals A plus B. Like, there isn't actually a new idea in any of these characters. It's just
They're
taking...
a combined idea. Of
Yes.
both.
And that's what they look like too.
Yes.
Hence.
But it's a fitting end to a what-if regular run because, you know, it's a
I feel like
flimsy
I
story.
feel like a creative mind artist would be able to come up with something more
Yeah, they.
intense than that.
Yeah, but they.
That seems like a cop out, like an easy out, like a.
Yeah, but they're doing it so that you can tell.
Yeah, well, why
Sure.
don't you have a kid
This-
that
I
doesn't have
understand
powers?
Yeah.
Well, this was
It's
still in the '90s before things started getting, you know, thinking about stuff like that.
Okay,
It's
true.
just
Right.
And it's a what
This
if.
is just
Yeah.
mass
So all
reproduction,
thinking
right?
has gone out the window
Yes.
completely.
okay. And our final one, what if Secret Wars, like 2006 or
Oh,
2005 or whatever? What if Doctor Doom had kept the Beyonder's powers? We see him on the cover with the Infinity Gauntlet.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's some dangerous
And you know what he
stuff.
does with the Infinity Gauntlet? He holds it up all, not clenchy, but just like looking at his
Well, that's
hand.
the pose to have.
Kind of like
Yeah,
a,
you have
Yeah.
to.
Or you snap your fingers like Thanos.
The comic opens with a huge opening shot of Doom battling the Celestials. What it is, it's one of those stories where it starts at the end, tells everything in flashback, and then we end at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get the story of Doom told in flashback. Basically boils down to face explosion. Then we see him with the Beyonder's powers. He basically conquers all the heroes of Earth and then the galaxy. All the alien races fall to him. Not even the Kree could stand against him.
Whoa.
What he becomes is he's not like... He's a benevolent dictator. He's not one who wants to destroy everything. He just wants everyone to realize how great he is and just do what he says.
Trust me, I'm great.
Yeah, so it's like, do what I say and there will be peace, is what it boils down to. So he doesn't stick around anywhere he conquers long enough to actually be a tyrant. He just keeps conquering outward and outward, which leads us to this battle with the Celestials. And somewhere in there he gets the Infinity Gauntlet and becomes even more all-powerfuler.
He just gets it?
Yeah.
Well,
because
How
he's...
did he just all of a sudden retrieve it?
Well, he's got the Beyonder's power. If he could just go, like, I want this one, I'll go get it. So, basically, his battle with the Celestials lasts 407 years, and it knocks Earth out of orbit. So, with his last bit of power, he fixes Earth's orbit and restarts the core. And this drains him completely, because the battle with the Celestials, Dr. Doom, the battery's done. So he lives out his days as a simple farmer. So overall, if you like Dr. Doom, I'd actually give this a strong recommend.
I like this.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do what? Fix Earth? Because
Yes.
deep down, he's a good guy.
What would have happened? So is there going to be a what if?
What if he
He hadn't done that?
Earth freezes.
I've always liked Doctor Doom, but what I've always wondered was what was his actual initial power. I always had a hard time trying to figure out what.
Power.
Yeah, he doesn't have powers. He's just
like
really smart.
He's like an evil Batman.
Yes.
Yeah, or like Tony Stark.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So
also mystic. He dabbles in the sorcery stuff like Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a good Doctor Doom story because he's sort of almost the hero in this, or at least at the very end, he saves Earth.
Okay.
He doesn't want to destroy the world. He just wants to rule it. And
So he has to save it first.
exactly.
Save it from itself.
Whoa.
To then rule it.
So yeah, and the art is pretty good. It's got some like painted art, and the opening shots with the Celestials are very epic.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wraps up the Secret Wars. So this whole crossover thing they got with Marvel coming out now, you know, it'll be cataclysmic, but like they restart the comics all the time anyway with new number ones, and even if it's a reboot of the continuity, as long as they don't tell us all of the same stories again and just mix it up, then...
I'm just disappointed Howard the Duck's not going to be in it. But I did read an article where they're not, like... This Secret Wars thing isn't even going to touch his comic. It's not going to affect his series at all.
Duck World.
Now that they're rebooting the Secret Wars in the comics, that eventually they could do Secret Wars in the movies.
Yep.
In a couple of years.
Yeah.
When they get done. Because Civil War books are...
2005 or 2004?
Well, it's getting the
So
name...
by the time they get around to that, they could just continue the story and do Secret Wars movies.
Yeah, well,
Which
yeah.
isn't easy,
If they're...
which I feel would probably be the next
Well, you
step.
got this one signed?
Yeah. Yeah, the copy I have, I got signed by
Don't touch that.
Jorge Molina at last year's Boston Comic Con.
I got something signed by him, but I don't know what.
Should have been that, because it's
I think it
snazzy.
was my chest.
Of drawers.
In your chest. Nice.
You know, comic book artists want to sign tits too.
Absolutely.
Male hairy
tits.
hairy male tits. And on that note, we will leave you.
You can totally sign this.
Secret Wars helps keep it looking new. Secret Wars leaves a smooth surface and a lustrous shine. You get all this, not $12.99, only $20. Here's how to order.
So in closing, I will remind you to follow us on Twitter at the Slim James or at giant_size, theslimjames.com, giantsizecomicthings.com. The WIP What If podcast is on iTunes, on Stitcher, on YouTube, and on Vimeo. So go out there and find us. And remember, don't spend the rest of your life asking, what if?